What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the JC Wings August 2024 releases. Had the hints come out a couple of days ago. They always spread out when they announce the 1 to 200 hints from the 1 to 400 hints, and we've got quite some interesting diversity over in the 200 skill side of things. I did notice a US 727 in there, so hopefully that is going to be a good release. 1 to 400 didn't look like it had anything too interesting. Maybe a 764 in there, but we're going to go ahead and assess what all these releases are about. Let's go ahead and begin with the 1 to 200 section, and the first thing that we have a very lovely EasyJet A320 with a Berlin sticker. And then now moving down, we got a Dragonair Cargo 747-200, it looks like. That looks really nice. And a very lovely Finnair Short 9, the DC-910. And then I see a Coast Guard Dash 8, I think like a Netherlands one. I see a PH in the registration. That's what it looks like to me. Then we have a Boeing 747 SP with a normal and flaps down release, and this is in the house livery. Moving down, we have a Lufthansa A321 with a special livery of some kind, and I see like some birds on there. And then moving over to part 2, we have a Korean Air 787-9, I believe. It looks like a future release, and it does have a normal and flaps down release planned. Asiana A380, and when there's a Luxair 737-700, I think. It looks like in the old livery. A Thai 737-400, also in the old livery, and a KLM variant as well. And our FedEx 727-100, that is the US registered 727 for 1 to 200. That looks really nice, and it is in the old purple plane livery. Moving down, we have an EVA Air A321 with the Star Alliance livery, and it looks like a E-7A wedge tail for some Air Force or something. I can't tell who exactly operates it from the photo. We have an Air China Cargo 747-400 interactive series. And I see a Swiss A340-300 with a very colorful livery. That is a nice livery. Looks like a China Eastern A340-600 with the SkyTeam livery. And something for our oceanic friends, an Air New Zealand Link Saab 340 in the old livery. Moving down, we have an ITA A350-900 with a normal and flaps down release. And we have a Flying Pacific Blue Embraer 190. Qantas 747-400 with a all-red livery. I think it's supposed to be one of the Dreaming liveries that they had. But it looks like I don't see any designs on there, so it could be like a unique hybrid. We have an Air France ATR 72, some regional operator on there, I believe. A United 777-300ER with the Continental Globe livery. Then we have a China Southern, I think that's a C919, yeah, that is. So Comac C919, a future release, and then also another future release. It's that Etihad A321neo, that new special livery that came out recently. All right, moving up to 1 to 400, it looks like we do have a Malaysia 777. And from what I've heard, this is apparently, I think this is one of the Malaysia 777s that crashed. I think it was MRD, if I remember correctly, or MRO. It's one of the two, one of the ones that was involved in Malaysia Flight 370 more than a decade ago. And I did see that NG also announced it as a special release as well. Then we have a Dragonair A330-300. Aerolíneas Argentina 737 MAX 8. I see quite a bit of wing flex on there. And there's our 764. It's the United Airlines with the Denver Broncos livery. So the United titles are orange, and there's a small Denver Broncos logo just behind that. We have a Korean 787-9. This is a normal and flaps down release as well. It could be a Dash 10, actually. It looks, yeah, I think it's a Dash 10, so I should be saying that. My apologies. 787-10 for Korean Air, and that was also in 200 scale. Air China 747-200. That is very nice. We have a Britannia 752, so nice to see that mold being used here. We have a Thomas Cook A321, obviously now no longer existent. CH.com A321neo, it looks like. Not too familiar with that airline. Thai 737-400 in the current livery. It looks like a KLM 737-300. Then we do have a China Airlines A321neo in there. Very nice. Air Canada 767-200 might be the Gimli glider one. Oh boy, that fantasy looks interesting. We'll take a look at that here in just a moment. Cargolux 747-8 with the mask livery. A future release of LATAM A320neo, the green livery. And then this fantasy right here, this is a weird one. American 747-8 with the chrome on it. I don't know. I don't really like that one. That is not a good combination for livery and aircraft. We have a Boeing 777-300 house livery, normal and flaps down. Lufthansa Cargo, flying 100% carbon dioxide neutral, CO2 neutral, interactive series release. Etihad A321neo future release, and also the next few, actually all these here are future releases. China Southern Comac C919, the Maersk Air Cargo 777, I think they just got those recently. They do have a bunch of 767s I've seen on Flight Radar many times. Avianca 787, normal and flaps down, this is another special livery. And some A320, that's Vueling. So Vueling A320, another special livery. Then we have another Etihad 787. This is another special livery here. I can't tell exactly what that one is. I do need like text captions or something, so let me go ahead and check for those, if there is any out there. But I don't think there is like a text list of these releases out just yet from when I'm recording this. But if they do come out here, I will pop them up on the screen so you can take a look. So there we go, JC Wings for August, a pretty solid set, I would say. Like the over 1 to 200, the Finnair DC-9 and the FedEx 727, those are pretty nice choices. That Air New Zealand Saab 340 should be also very nice for our oceanic friends. Do like that United 777, though I wish it was Eva Blue, but I imagine Gemini probably has more rights to do those than JC right now. And then over in 1 to 400, the United 764 Denver Broncos should be pretty nice. I do know Panda has announced it as well, so you'll have some choices between who you want to get it from. I think this is the first time that JC has used a 764. I think they did some Boeing house liveries as well, but I have not seen them come out yet. So I think this will be the first JC released 764. And then just taking a look at the rest of the list, nothing else really stands out, but that American 748, that is, that's a very interesting fantasy, but I know the guy, Sam, he is very much into fantasy planes, so I guess I'm not too surprised, given that information, that that fantasy would have been chosen to be released. So nothing I'm going to pre-order here. Still need to save up, and nothing really stands out to me anyway, so be more than happy to save up for what else is to come from other manufacturers. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.